squash those tissues. And it's a very nice one. At this point you can kind of bring the whole of the hand in a bit as you kind of meet the flesh of the gluteal muscles. So just pulling all the way up that side. And a light stroking down again. And we come back in between all these different strokes. It's really nice just to come back to the effleurage. Help give that person a sort of sense of connection. Feel that their whole body is being worked on and connected up, not just the kind of parts. So as I said before, you'd come around the other side, work on the other side, do the pulling, do the same thing. And then I think it's nice, when you're working on the back, to start the kind of slightly deeper work at the base of the spine. Because this is an area that often holds the key to releasing tension in the whole back. And what's quite nice here is to use the heel of the hand, just a sort of pressure to open up the spine, open up this lumbar area and sacrum area. And the thing about doing this particular stroke is to try and kind of bring yourself right above the stroke if you can. Can you see that my arms are kind of straight? They're not locked, but they're straight. If you can do, if you can't, you can do the stroke like this. But over time, this is something that will kind of put a lot of pressure on your elbows and will start giving you problems if you're working as a professional massage therapist. So that's the heel of the hand stroke. And technically, in terms of the Swedish massage, that's actually a friction, because what you're doing is you're compressing soft tissue against bone. You can do it with one hand, if you want to work on one side. And if you want to spend a bit more time, here what I'm doing here is a kind of reinforced kneading, actually. I'm just using, one hand to kind of give extra pressure to the other, to work across these gluteal muscles, which are actually the kind of largest, most powerful muscles in the body. As I say, they often hold a lot of tension. Quite important to work on this area. And coming back again to the effleurage in between. So we've worked a little bit on the base of the spine, and I am working rather lopsided here. I'm doing more on this side so that you can see what I'm doing. If you imagine you're working both sides evenly always. And what I'm going to show is just a nice stroke here. This is the reinforced kneading again, sometimes called ironing. So one hand above the other, pressure along the side of the spine, around the shoulder and down. Along the side, around the shoulder, down. And this is a nice stroke as well, as you can see, for kind of moving your body with it as you work. Use your knees. And we're going to kind of move up now to the sort of shoulder area. So I'm just kind of focusing in a bit, this reinforced kneading around the shoulder. And you can take this and do a kind of figure of 8 around both shoulders, which is quite a nice stroke to do. Now here I kind of notice Jana's got kind of a little bit of tension in her shoulders here. Most people have, so it's always a good area to kind of focus in on a bit. Next thing I'm just kind of doing a deeper, it's like a sort of one-handed kneading in a way, because it's a little bit of a deeper stroke. Just following round this line of the scapula, the edge of the scapula here. Yeah, don't move for me, Jana, it's all right. Just, yeah. And what you can do is, I'll do this now actually, to work a bit more deeply on the shoulder, just kind of pick up the arm, and of course always you're going to have to take into account your client's flexibility. Some people have very, very stiff shoulders and you'll find that they won't be able to do this, so go easy, you know, never force anything obviously. But from here it is possible to lift the shoulder up a little bit from underneath, so that you get kind of like a chicken wing effect. And then you can work a little bit more deeply around the shoulder. So I'm just freeing up that shoulder a little bit. And it's possible to kind of to take the shoulder between your two hands. If you just take a couple of breaths in for me, Jana, and release on the out breath. So just let go on the out breath. It's not quite letting go yet. Try again. And just relax on the out breath. Relax. Just let everything go. Yeah. So you can do a kind of shoulder rotation here. And I'm supporting this arm, sorry. So you just want to supporting this arm with my forearm, supporting the shoulder with my hands. I'm just creating a little sandwich. And if you just take another breath in for me, just nice and easy. And let everything go on the out breath. So you can work with the client's breath there to help kind of free things up a little bit tight there. And it's often the case actually that people can take a lot more pressure than you think they can. And anyway, hopefully they'll let you know if it's too much. But most people seem to prefer a sort of deeper massage. Bear that in mind. Down again. And just while I'm mentioning this, actually, something about the position of the arms is when you're massaging the trapezius muscle here, it's much easier to do because in a more relaxed state. Either of the arms are down like this, or sometimes I like to have the arms just hanging over the edge of the couch there, gives you space. But if you put the arms up here, then you've kind of contracted this area already and you've made it much harder for you to work. So it's always kind of trying to find the position that's easiest for you and for them. See how that opens up.